why he have a shin? If God do not need to hold with his hand, why he have a hand? Are we following?
I'm clear.
Okay, so if you are rejecting God to be Jesus, you accepted Allah to be a man, to be a fire, to be a tree, to have eyes, to have hands, to have a shin. So this doesn't make sense to me. In the same time, there's no miracle Allah did. All what we heard from Muhammad, that it is the miracles of Allah that Jesus did. But he did not show us any of his miracles. In chapter 17, it says clearly that we refrain from giving any miracle because of former generation, refused to believe in it, and this is a lie. It's an excuse from Muhammad that he do not want to believe, who don't want to provide any miracle. When people, they ask him, okay, you know what, all the prophets of God before you, they provided miracles. Where is your miracles? What Muhammad said? Open with me chapter 17 verse number 59. Chapter 17 verse number 59.
17 59. And nothing could have hindered us that we should send signs except that the ancients rejected them. And we gave to Samud the she-camel, a manifest sign. But on our account they did injustice, and we did not send signs but to make men fear.
Okay,
and when we said to you, surely your Lord cometh, go ahead.
What do you understand from verse number 59?
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I never understood that verse, even when I read it.
Okay, let me explain to you. It's saying clearly, we refrain from sending miracles. So Allah did not send to Muhammad any miracles. So when Muslims say to you, Muhammad did miracles, it's just a lie, because the verse in here, this will be a contradiction. Either you refrain or you send. The one who sent miracles, he don't say with refrain, correct? Okay, now, in here you will see something very wrong in this verse. He's saying, I refrain from sending miracles. Why? Because people of former generation with me before Muhammad, they rejected those miracles. Is that true really? Do the Christians believe in the miracles of Jesus or they don't?
Of course they do.
Okay, do the Jewish believe in the miracles of Moses or they don't?
Yes.
Okay, so this verse is a lie. Because the former generation, they believe in the miracles. And this is not an excuse. Until now we believe in those miracles. So why he is saying I refrain from giving miracles? Because simply he cannot do miracles. Make sense?
To a certain extent, yes. But that's the reason all of the prophets.
Let me go further.
No, that's the reason that's the reason all the prophets, they lost their people, because people turned away from them. It's not in general that they automatically just credited all the miracles that they gave them. It's as prophets, they didn't feel like listening to them. They didn't want to. That's the reason, according to your Christian beliefs, that Jesus was crucified. That's the reason that they were lost. Moses was lost in the desert for so many years. The people keep on turning around. Okay. Keep on turning away.
No, but you know what does it mean? This is false. You know why? Because still there's 3 billion people believe in Christ. There's nobody is turning away. Now there's many lost soul. This is true. Not everyone say I'm Christian is a Christian. This is what Jesus says. Because if you don't do what he say, you're no Christian. But doesn't mean that people are not believing in his miracles, don't want to believe in him. This is a lie. This is an excuse Muhammad he made just to run away from making any miracle. Now let me ask you, you mentioned this, the crucifixion. Let us go to chapter 4 verse number 157.
Chapter 4 verse what?
157.
And they're saying, surely we have killed the Messiah, Isa, son of Maryam, the apostle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they did not kill him, nor did they crucify him. But it appeared to them so, like Isa, and most surely those who defer therein are only in doubt about it. They had no knowledge respecting it, but only follow conjecture, and they killed him not for sure.
Right. Now what do you understand from this? Explain to me.
I understand that it says that they believe that they killed Jesus,
Who?
and that they do not know for sure that they did or not.
you know what? Let me go with you to help you with this. The verse says that they say we killed Jesus. This is supposed to be the Jewish, correct?
Okay.
The fact, number one mistake, the Jewish did not kill Jesus. It was the Roman. That's number one mistake. Number two, it says there it appeared to them, correct?
Correct.
If you ask any Muslim scholar, if you go to Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Jalalain, anything you want, you will see it says that Allah, He put the look of Jesus in someone. He made him look like Jesus. Did you hear that before?
Yes, I have.
Great. So now, this is a proof to me that there is something wrong in there. Why? It says that we are people who saw Jesus crucified and we thought it is him. Do you agree?
I agree.
Because the one who was crucified looked exactly like Jesus. Do you agree?
I agree.
Great. Now, it is the fault of who to believe that Jesus is crucified? Me or the one who made the person look like Jesus?
Say that one more time.
Okay. It is the fault of who for me as a Christian to believe that Jesus was crucified? My fault for seeing someone look exactly like Jesus and believe it was Jesus, or the one who made someone look like Jesus and he fooled me?
Well, it's not your fault that you've been misled.
Misled by who? By Allah. You get the point?
No. The reason I believe that Christians are misled, and hear me out on this one. Here's my thing. The followers of Jesus were just another sect of Judaism. They, even after Jesus died, or the person who, after Jesus was gone, his followers still went to the temple. They still carried on with their daily lives. They were still Jews. Am I correct? They were still regular Jews. They were not Christians. They were, let's call them early Christians,
by the way,
because they weren't real Christians.
There's nothing. It's
and after Saul, you know who Saul is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saul went on the road to Damascus. He had a vision of sorts. He had never met Jesus.
Okay, before we go there,
Yeah.
we will go, just wait, because I don't want to change the topic. We can go after this. First, let us stop with the crucifixion. I'm trying to get you a point. It is Allah who made the Christians see Jesus on the cross, and then He blamed them for believing of Jesus crucified. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, so you know what? If Allah is God, do He knew that He will make more than 3 billion human beings believe that Jesus was crucified? Do He knew? If He knew, why He did that? Why He did not save Jesus and did not make anyone look like Jesus, so nobody will see or believe for a second Jesus is crucified? Why He did deceive us? Why He did lie to us? The only one who will do this must be Satan, because Satan is the one who misguided us, correct? The one who wanted to go to hell is Satan. By believing that Jesus is God, making Him crucified when He is not, making Him raising from death when He is not, making Him that He is a person who died and He came back to life again and He's not. And all of this happened by Allah, because He is the one who made us see what we saw. And you know what? Let me ask you, Jason, be honest with me. If I, and you, we saw something, and I told you, Jason, please write down for me what you saw. Should you say what you saw? The honest Jason, shouldn't he say what he saw?
Yes.
Okay, this is what happened. We say what we saw. So Allah is blaming us for being honest and saying what we saw. Does that make sense to you? We saw Jesus in the cross crucified, and Allah now will punish us for believing in what we saw in our eyes, regardless if it's...
Yeah, but Jesus never said, worship me as God. He never said that. He never not once said that.
Just wait. Jason, let us concentrate in one topic at a time. After that, we will go and show you how many times Jesus says, worship me, and you will see that by yourself. But let's finish this one. Do you agree now that Allah, He made a very bad mistake when He made someone look like Jesus and making 3 billion human beings believe that Jesus was crucified when He was not?
No, I do not.
Why?
Will you hear me out my reasoning? Here's my reasoning. I do not believe He made a mistake. Here's my reasoning for that, okay?
Why?
Are you ready for my reasoning?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go on. That's what I was talking about Saul. I was talking about Saul to give you my reason. Okay? I will give you my reason.
But in the topic,
Now here it is.
in the same verse, let us stay
I
in the
do
verse.
not believe that God made a mistake